Okay guys, so now let's delete all these features we drew earlier. We select all of them and you can press delete on the keyboard, or you can right click and you say delete. Now let's check the options we have here. So all of them are disabled because we didn't choose any features to draw. So we will come back here to create feature and we will select freeway again. And as we see here, it's been enabled. So this is just a straight line, the regular drawing for you. And here you can draw an arc. So an arc will look like this. So you can use this if you have a road that is half a circle. You can draw this road or this line like that. You put the first point, you put the second point, and you just move the mouse where you want your arc to be, and you click one more click, and you double click when you finish your drawing. And let's check what other options we have here. So here we have so many options to draw our lines or polygons. So here trace will help you draw your line while you are tracing another one. So for example, because I clicked close to this line, I will be able to trace my new line based on this line. So for example, here, as you see here, I'm just moving my mouse and my new line will be drawn on top of this line, and you can actually keep drawing it and you double click to finish the drawing. So this is two separate lines, but I draw this one based on this one using the trace. So let's choose this feature again here and check the other option here. You draw a line, and when you click to continue the line, it will be on 90 degrees angle. As you see here, I am moving my mouse to different directions, but the line is a 90-degree angle with the other line, and when I click again, it will be a 90-degree angle with the other line, like that. So the next tool we have is midpoint, and midpoint help you to draw your vertices based on the midpoint of another line. So for example, if I come here and I start to click here, and as I move my mouse, and you see this is square in the middle, this square will be my first vertex for the line I am drawing. So if I click here, this is the first vertex. Now I will do another one here, like that. And now I make sure that my line that I'm drawing is actually gonna cut this line right here exactly in the middle. And you can draw this midpoint vertices anywhere you want. Double click to finish the drawing, and the next option we have here is gonna be the same thing for the midpoint, but intersection between two circles. So if I draw one circle here and another one here, it will ask me which intersection you want to put your first vertex. So I'll put my first vertex here, and I'll draw another line, and here is my second vertex. And now my line is drawn, and you will double click to finish the drawing. And the same thing here on this icon, you use it to draw your vertices based on the intersection between lines and circles. So this is my line, and here's my circle. And now I can choose where I want to put my first vertex on which intersection. So I'm gonna choose this one, I'm gonna draw another one here, and I'm gonna choose this one. Now I finish my drawing. The next tool we have here is to draw your vertex on an intersection between two existing lines. So as you see here, I cannot, when I click, nothing happened. To put my first vertex, I need to come close to a line, and I click on it, and then I need to choose another line that intersect with this one. And this is the one that intersect with it. So now I can see that my vertex for the line I'm drawing will be exactly in the intersection, and here is the first vertex. Now we will do the same for the second vertex, but right here I'll do that, and we'll do the intersection based on this line. Now I have my line have been drawn between both of them. The next tool I have is arc segment, and this is the same as this one. And here the next one is tangent curve segment, and this one also you use it to draw a curve. And by the way, you can in the same time mix and match between them. So before I end my sketch, I can come here, I say I want to continue my sketch using a straight line, and I can continue using the straight line, or I can come here and say I want to do an angle, and I will see that I enabled the angle drawing before I even finish my vertex. So you can mix and match between the tools you are using to draw anything you want, and double click to finish your drawing. The last tool we have here is used to draw a line, and you will see that you have, when you move your mouse, you have a curved line draw for you, and then when you do another click, you will see that this line have another curve, and you double click to finish your drawing. So all these tools here used for a really advanced way of editing. You might not use any of them, or you might not need to use most of them, but now you know how to use them and what each one is used for, just in case if you have something that you need to digitize, or you want to draw specific shapes, you know how to use these tools. So now let's choose all these lines and delete it, and see what this one do. This is edit vertices, and if you have a polygon, this one we discussed before, but this is another way to edit the vertices, is by clicking here, and you will get the editing enabled for you and the edit vertices toolbar opened for you. Same thing you can achieve by just double click right here. And here we have reshape feature tool, and it's used to reshape your feature by cutting it or clipping it using another line. So if I come here and I want to reshape this polygon, I can draw a line here and it will be cut, or I can actually do this, and when I double click, you see how the polygon looks like right now. So let's Control Z and get our polygon back, and this tool here is the cut polygon tool, and you use it by cutting to two parts. So it's like cutting this entire polygon to two different polygons, and I can come here and select one, and you can move it. I can also do the cut again and cut this one right here. Now I have two polygons instead of one. And this tool here called split, but split only works with lines. So I'm gonna draw a line right now, and I use a split to put a point anywhere on this line, and it will split it for me. So right now I have one line and I have the other one here. I can split it again and say I want to split it on this area here. Now I have this line and I have this line separated and split it. And also the last thing we have here is the rotate tool, and this one is used to rotate any feature you have. So this one I rotated it right now. You can select another feature and you use rotate, and you rotate it. And of course this tools works only with lines and polygons, because points is just drawing a point, so you cannot split it, or you cannot do reshape for it. The last thing I want to show you, that when you select a feature and you right click on it, you see that you can copy, and you can right click anywhere and you paste it, and you choose where you want to paste it. So we are going to paste it here. So now we have two features look exactly the same. You can right click again and you can delete it. You can identify this feature. If it have any attributes, it will show up here. And also you can right click and say zoom to selected feature if you want to be close to this feature to make sure that you are doing your editing right. And for example, if you are somewhere right here and you want to edit this one, but you want to make sure that it's in the middle of the map, instead of panning to it, you can right click and say pan to selected feature. It will come to you in the middle of the map. Or you can clear selected feature, or you can select it and right click and say show attributes. And that's all the editing options you have for your editing while you do your editing for your features. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I totally encourage you to use the tools and play with it, and spend some time getting to know what each tool does. Again, you might not use any of them, but at least you know that they are there for you if you need them at any time. So now let's delete all these features we created for testing and stop our editing and make sure we save it. Go to California bookmark and we save our MXD, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.